This weekend, as those of you who follow our newsletters and read our blog know, we've got the Vokey fitting weekend and the Vokey demo weekend, which is a perfect opportunity for you to come up and try out the Vokey range. So today, I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about the Vokey wedges and explain some of the sort of principle behind them. One thing I always get asked to explain is bounce. Now bounce is very simple. Essentially, bounce is the angle between the leading edge and the back of the wedge. So it's that sort of angle there, so it's the angle that the wedge sits behind the ball. And in general terms, if you've got a more sweeping, sort of shallower sort of wedge action, then a lower bounce is better. If you're sort of more steeper and you attack your wedges more, then a higher bounce tends to be better. Doesn't always apply, but that's a bit of a general rule. And likewise, your sort of 48, your 50-degree wedges, you need a higher bounce. The sort of more delicate wedges, your 58 and your 60, the low bounces tend to be better. Grind. Now grind is the other thing that Vokey are very famous for. They have various different grinds. They start with a K grind, and they also have an L grind. But the sort of three grinds we sort of focus on are the F grind, the M grind, and the S grind. So the grind is basically the shape of the sole. So the F grind is a very full sole. So it sits behind the ball. It's very much for a full swing, and sort of you'll find it in your sort of 48 and 50-degree wedges. Then as you sort of get down into your 54s, 56s, they have something called the M grind or the mid grind. And that's where you see a bit of the sort of back edge sort of grinded away. So it sort of helps when you open your shots up, when you're trying to get a bit more loft in your club. It just helps the wedge sit very nicely behind the ball. And as you get into the S grind, even more of that back edge is sort of grinded away. As you come around to the front, some of that's grinded away. So what that allows you to do, it allows you to sort of open your club head up, play that sort of almost that little Mickelson flop shots. Centre of gravity. Now that's something that Vokey put a lot into their design over the last couple of years. When they came up with the SM6, they sort of looked at the AP2 irons and their AP1 irons, and they realised that wedges traditionally perform a lot different from golfers' irons, i.e. with the centre of gravity. So what they sort of tried to do with the SM6 wedges is move the centre of gravity about in the head a little bit. So cut it short really. What it does, it gives you equal distances and equal flights. So there's no funny flights, everything's fairly high flight. Yeah, so it just sort of helps get the ball airbound, adds an element of forgiveness in there. You know, me and Dad have talked a lot about wedges and the importance of being fitted for wedges. And one of the words you've heard us use is gapping. So what we're trying to do is give everyone the right tools for the job in hand. So if you've got, say, 100 yards into the green, we want you to be able to have a wedge that you can hit it 100 yards. If you've got 60 yards into the green, we want you to have the right equipment to be able to hit the ball 60 yards. Because it does amaze us, golfers always put lots of hybrids, lots of fairway woods into their bag, but they neglect their wedges. And when it comes to playing wedge shots, they'll often try and manipulate one or two wedges because they haven't got the right tools. You'll see them try and do a flop shot with a 9-iron, etc. So, you know, getting those distance gaps right, getting the right sort of wedge to suit your game is a really important thing. So we've got the demo weekend this weekend. I'd advise, you know, if you're thinking about wedges, it's an ideal opportunity. Not only come and have a chat with Dad, come and have a chat with me, take them on the practice ground, try them for yourself, or even take them out in your round of golf with you. We can get you on the launch monitor, we can work out the right sort of wedges that you need, get the right distances, and take it from there. So yeah, I hope to see most of you this weekend. We've always got demo stuff in the shop, so if you can't make it this weekend, come up at any time and see us, and we'll be happy to sort of help you.